What's Gucci, everyone? Welcome to another video. I'm in Oxford, England, if you couldn't guess, and I'm in a new room you probably have not seen before. But we're going to continue our video series on how to make a professional resume with latex. In this video, we're going to be going over kind of styling and spacing around the edges in your form and how to do a simple section in your CV or resume. So without further ado, let's open up our class files and our text files. I'm going to do that with Vim. And you can do that easily with Vim like that. Okay, so now first of all, in my CV class file, I have all these options that we covered in the last video, but what I didn't show you guys is the other options I had at the bottom of this page, which was the geometry package. Now, for now, we're not going to worry about line 37, where I require a input ENC package. That's basically for shapes, shapes and certain characters that latex cannot decipher for now. But you can include it if you want. So it's basically to understand complicated UTF characters. What I want to focus on is the geometry package. So the geometry package is going to allow us to sense the spacing or specify the spacing for our documents. And so we can simply do that after requiring the package. We can give it we can call the function /geometry, and I can say what I want for the left, the right, the top, and the bottom. And then you can omit any of them if you want the default, or you can try changing it. So for instance, in my last tutorial, if you notice, what I showed you, the resume was a lot from the top, was pretty far from the top. It was like 1/4 of the way down the page. That's because I had top at 45 millimeters. Well, now I'll change it to 5. And we'll make it 5. And what we'll do here is quickly, I'll show you guys right now. We'll quit, and then let's see, let me open the PDF. Open the PDF right here quickly. And so now you'll see it's like this. And that education in Virginia Tech we'll get to in a second. But what we'll do here is we'll compile it, and then we'll open it again. And once we open it again, you notice the top right here is closer than I showed you guys previously before. So it doesn't look that bad. But now we're going to open up our text file, because the geometry package is how we can edit the left, right, up, and down of the edges of the page. But now we're going to update the actual page. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go over other functions defined in modern CV. Now automatically latex has a /section function to delimitate sections in the latex document. But in modern CV, the /section is heavily customized, so it can look pretty cool. So whenever you do a /section, there will be a big underline under it. So I did /section education, and then I took a bit from my CV, and I did called CV entry. And CV entry is an entry in your CV, and it's usually really good when you want to specify the date you did something, where you were, and maybe any facts you want to know, or say what you accomplished, or GPA, for instance, in this case in education. So the first parameter is for your year. The second parameter is basically for what you did, and then I'll show you where each of them go. You can omit any of them if you want, but I believe you actually must say the first 3, then you can omit any of the last 3. The fourth one is for where you go, and then the last one is for where you say any statistics. So as we look at my resume again, we open AJ Resume PDF. As we open it, we can see Virginia Tech is bolded, computer science is at the very bottom, and it's got Blacksburg and the year right there. So the education, when we did /section, it created this whole part right here, the underline and it in the nice red color. So you notice the red is now at the top, in the top right there, my name. So it's throughout the document, it's going to be represented in the big section. So it's the education and our title. And then our CV entry is going to be right here, nice and in bold. So you can do multiple CV entries. In the video was showing you guys that. So simply, if I copied that, and then copied it like that, and then I went back, and then I did a make to copy it. I copied and pasted it, so I created 2 of them, and then I opened the document again. If I opened the document again, then I would simply get the same thing, but they're nicely next to each other. And so I could change it and say, oh, I went to another school for a master's degree, I had different accomplishments, and I went there through a different set of years. So it's pretty easy how to use these functions. It's just like filling in a blank sheet. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, I hope it wasn't too long. See you guys later.